I like to use metaphors to understand problems. And one metaphor that is really cool that I've used all my life, and it's like the best piece of advice I've got, and it's the metaphor of playing baseball to what problems are. And you know those machines that throw out baseballs? You're in a like a batting cage, and there's a machine that throws baseballs at you, and you just go to these things to hit that ball. And I guess you can control the speed that this ball comes at you. But that's what life is basically like. It's you're in this cage, and there's going to be a ball come at you, and that ball represents your problem. And you either can get in the game of life and bat every ball, hit every hit of every ball is every problem you choose to solve. They're coming at you. Problems are going to come at you. The ball is going to come at you, and you're there to play the game of life, or there to play the game of baseball, and there to hit that ball, solve that problem. That's what you're there for. That's what your capability is. That's the nature of this game. Now you can choose to just sit there and get hit by those balls or get destroyed by your problems, or you can believe in free will and know that you have the answer to every problem that you can possibly experience. And when you put yourself in that position that hey, it's just about solving these problems. It's not about suffering from them. It's not about sitting there getting hit after one ball after another. The whole goal is to solve a problem. Now, you may wonder, why would I know something? How good would this advice be if I'm on a welfare system? What is the quality of the problem solving that I've done using this advice? And I, like you, trusted in a system. I, you know, trust my police to actually do the job that they get paid for. I trusted in politicians. And I didn't realize most people are bullshitting. And that is, I mean, we can see this even with like Bill Clinton. Here's a man that was running a country, and yet he told us who he is. He cheats on his wife. If he cheats on somebody that he claims to love the most, if he claims to love his country, don't you think he'd cheat on your own country? He's a man that was playing around with kids and didn't have sex based on the word is. These are guys that tell you that they will go outside to the very edge of what is right and wrong and use it to their advantage. And that very edge is the tipping point of, hey, you've gone to the wrong side. And these people are dictating our economic systems, our justice system, our police system, our medical system, our education system. So it's like, I am only one person, and if the whole system is crashing, you know, bound to let it affect me too. But why does all of these things happen? Is life just random? Is What's the nature of the game? Well, clearly, if I'm playing the same human race game as everybody else, and I'd be using this analogy to solve problems at all times, then I would be the one whose life purpose was to attract problems. If I wanted to know how to solve problems and I wanted to get good at the game, I'd have to attract the problems in order for me to solve them. And this just improves your game. The more you're able to solve problems, the more you're able to just improve your game and get really, really good at it. So if there's a problem to be had on the planet, I'm pretty sure I'll find it. It will attract me in some way, shape, or form. So if there's a global problem, naturally that would affect me. So that's basically what I'm using this channel for, is using every bad situation as an opportunity. Using, me being on a freaking welfare system, what is good about that? Um, Everybody's going to be suffering financially sooner or later. I got a virus on my computer. If anybody's got a virus protection that they can give me, I'd appreciate it. Anyways, yeah, this is what I'm hoping to do with my channel is, if you're suffering financially the same as I am, if you are experiencing an effect from global problems, if you are finding, can't trust politics, can't trust justice, can't trust medical, can't trust education, then this is how I'm getting out of it. These are the tools that I use. I'm posting it like a diary. You see that I have zero, zippo, nothing, and yet I can still make something happen. Got a computer to even post this. There's YouTube where I can spread information, which is what I want to do. Rent gets paid, have food. I'm able to make something happen. And now I'm going for another computer so that I can do a lot more work, because this is shared. Got to take baby steps. Um, and there's a few hurdles, there's a few balls that I have to solve in order to get that happen. But if you look over a period of time, you'll see that um, at all times I'm solving the problems that I face in my experience using this analogy. Just put yourself in a superposition, play the friggin' game. Don't get all depressed. You can't sit there and whine and complain and feel even for a second that you have no free will, because free will means you're willing to sit there and get pounded, and you let everybody know who you are, that you just see yourself as a weak person that just has to sit there and get hit by balls. That's where I see patterns in people is I formulate these rules and say, well, this behavior generally means that this is what they believe in. And 51 years old, when you start to see the same patterns in people, they all have the same kind of beliefs, you know. So you kind of tell how easy it is to read people based on what it is they choose to believe in. I choose to believe that I can always get out of every problem. There is no door that I can't exit out of. Um, I will be, maybe wounded. I may crash and burn, but I will. They did this to the wrong method, because I'm going to share what I know. And at all times, there is a process that you can find the answer to every one of your problems. My whole channel is about explaining that, how you can access information, how you can solve every freaking problem. And we have global problems. As long as everybody's working at solving their own particular problem, then we experience global solutions. Uh, we don't have to worry for a president. We don't have to worry about leaders. We don't, we just have to worry about ourselves, but be global thinkers and network between each other. We are networked between each other already, but by somebody else's choice. We just need to set up our own network and get connected with each other. And you can't hate your enemy. You got to find out, it's like you got to keep your enemies close. And your enemy is the ball. You will never be smart. You will never evolve. You will never learn anything if you don't have those friggin' balls coming at you, because they're lessons. These are life lessons. So to hate the Illuminati, to hate the elite, to hate anybody, hate any type of problem, means you want to get rid of your game of life. You want to get rid of that machine that teaches you everything about who you are, your capabilities. So um, it's not so much hating the elite or hating your enemy. It's a matter of how can I learn from every experience? How can I grow? How can be stronger and better? And I really, really hate these people that says just be the love. But to access good information, you have to feel loving. So there's the trick is you have to feel loving. You have to love yourself. You have to love your life. You have to love what's good about this. And you really have to feel it just before you ask the question, okay, in how many ways can I get out of this problem? And it is a matter of asking open ended questions. It is a matter of receiving information through the intuition, which people have been telling you don't listen to your intuition, because Lord knows there's a lot of crazy people that if they started listening to their intuition, what would happen to the world? We don't have faith in each other, and yeah, we're all freaking screwed up, so we don't want people to listen to their intuition because they're kind of fucked up. But that's the trick, is that you have to be loving in order to ask the question. If you're angry, upset, pissed off, looking a little crazy, when you go and ask the universe information, it'll tell you how to lie. It'll tell you how to create another problem. It'll tell you how to get those balls, the speed at which they'll come at you, and the size of them at what they come at you is going to be a lot bigger. And in actual fact, you have to really take you out of yourself and recognize that these elites, your enemy, are playing the same fucking game. And, they're in their own cage. They've got how much security to keep them safe. Clearly, a world hates them if they need that much security. So the problems that are coming at them are fucking massive balls, and they're thrown at them, speeds at which nobody can survive. So at the end of the day, if they don't know how to solve their problems, they're going to get bombarded by their own problems that they created. So we all kind of have to get in on this game of life, because it don't matter what side you're on. You're in your own freaking cage, solving the size of problems you want thrown at you because you want to grow as a person. Even if you're a friggin' elite, guess what? Get yourself out of that jail. As long as you need that much security, you're in fucking jail. They don't need that much security to keep me locked up. Peace out.